Ever notice how some businesses keep growing even when others slow down? It's not magic, it's the four forces working together behind the scenes. Most owners fix one area, like marketing, but miss the rest. Once all four click, your growth starts compounding on autopilot. Most business apps fail because they just focus on one phase, like downloading or making sure that users give positive reviews. But that is not going to create you momentum. What is going to create you momentum? Well, a good flywheel with 4 steps. So let me just add that flywheel over here. Here we have that big flywheel, and we are going to create momentum. Now, the first one, let's just select another color here, maybe red. The first one is to attract. Now, what do I mean by attract? Well, you need to attract your customers, like your app customers. What could that mean is you have QR codes on your cups or on flyers, or even just have a link in your social handle on Instagram or wherever you are promoting your business. So first of all, you need to make sure that you attract your customers so they just download your app. Now, once they download it, you need to convert. What does convert mean? Well, converting means that, okay, they downloaded your app, but that is, of course, for free. You need to make them from freebie users to paying customers. Now, how could that be? Well, it's really simple. You need a clear onboarding and then a first-time offer. We are going to get into more examples later in the video, but basically this is a freebie for them to use once they purchase, they make their first purchase. Okay. The next pillar is, let's just write it over here, is to retain. Retaining means that once they made their first purchase, you want to keep going on and make sure that they are updated through your app, like with push notifications. Make sure that they are sent offers, or if you have a new product, again, a push notification is really good for that. Or you could just create a loyalty program or just in-app reminders. There's a lot of features that we can add, but again, features are just are not enough. Take a look at my previous video of what I'm talking about here about not being enough. This is how you retain. And once you retain, you also want to, let's just add this over here with red. You also want to grow. Now, what does this grow mean? Well, you want your happiest customers to be your ambassadors. That's where a good referral program comes in. So once they are, retained really nicely, you want them to make sharing your app, becoming an affiliate really, really simple. And that is our flywheel. You are going to first attract your customers, with QR codes and offline. Once they download, you want to make sure that onboarding is as simple as possible and they get some sort of a freebie once they make their first purchase. Then you retain them. It could be a loyalty program, a reward system, push notifications. There's quite a lot of features that we can implement here inside your app. And then finally, once they are fully satisfied, make them your ambassador. They are going to share your app, share your vision, share your products with their network. Now, let's take a look at a few examples. So let's see a fitness studio app. You have QR posters in Studio, or you also, if you have an Instagram page, you just set the link over there. So that's how you attract new users to your application. And then, how do you convert them? Well, you have a free first class inside the app. So if they download the app, they are going to get their first free class. Again, this doesn't have to be new customers. They could be existing customers. The important part here is that they adopt your application. They download it. That's on the convert part. Then retaining. You are going to set up class reminders, maybe set up a streak so they can just have, I don't know, a weekly streak or a monthly streak or whatever. Maybe it's 500 days of streak of going to your classes, and then growing. So again, a simple referral program. They could just refer a friend, like come bring your friend and both of you get a free class. So something like that. And another one that I really like, another example, is with the cafes. First of all, let's talk about the attraction. So how do you attract? Well, when you are visiting a coffee shop, you most probably are going to stay in line. So what if you just print it out on your takeaway cups, download the app and skip the line? So if they download the app, their first coffee is for free. And that's where we have our convert. If they download the app, their first coffee is free. Now, how do you retain them? Well, the app actually automatically keeps their orders. Let's assume your app has the ordering system, and then they gather these points. And, you can just have also streaks, but with points, they could just redeem, some free coffee, something like that. That's how you retain them inside the application. And then how do you grow? Well, this is where the stamping system is really, really nice. So if you bought 9 coffees, the 10th is for free. Also, referral programs are really great for coffee shops too. So that's how you gain momentum for your business with an app on the App Store. Attract, convert, retain, and grow. If you're tired of chasing customers instead of keeping them, that's exactly what our 4-week app was built for. We help small businesses build their own app in just 4 weeks, so your customers keep coming back without relying on third-party platforms. Click the link in the description.